more nervous than ever? Oh no! As you start to address your child's health problems, behaviors get better. That's what you wanted. Things start to go well. Everyone is sleeping. Life is different. Again, this is typically a time when parents start to get more nervous. All right, let me explain. Hi, I'm Dr. Teresa Lyons. I teach parents the cutting-edge science of autism so that you can make the best decision for your child based on quality information. Okay, so this might be how life has gone for the past few years. You had this gut feeling. You knew something was just not right with the health and development of your child. It was very stressful, but your child got the autism diagnosis. You had to navigate a lot, even just to get the diagnosis. And life was pretty much turned upside down, probably shaken around, just your life, what it was before and what it was right around the autism diagnosis, completely different. Totally in crisis mode. Stress, worry, no sleep, therapies. The autism is a whole new world with all new abbreviations, and it's typically not an enjoyable world to experience at first. But you started to figure things out. You got your bearings. You got a functional medicine doctor. You made diet changes. You addressed gut issues, and boom, life changed. Not entirely, right? You're not at the final destination, but you're out of crisis mode, right? Enough has changed where there's periods of calm in your life. And it might feel kind of scary, right? When the house is quiet and you're like, uh-oh, something should be happening here, right? This is actually when parents start to get more nervous. They're afraid that this goodness won't last and then they'll be back to the way it was before. And that all that progress that you've made somehow will be lost. This is when a supportive environment makes a huge difference. So being in crisis mode for years is beyond stressful. It takes a toll on your health. Your immune system is probably worn down. And maybe you've been starting to get sick more than normal. And maybe you don't feel like yourself. And that's because you've been in crisis mode. Exiting crisis mode actually takes skill. It takes awareness. It takes changing habits, thought habits, as well as habits thinking that your child needs you for everything. They don't now. That's what you wanted. Your hard work made that possible. So as your child changes and becomes healthier and happier, you do too. All right, let's address the nervousness. And it's from that worry that things just won't last. And it might be hard to trust that your child's health can stay strong. And maybe that's too tough for you to really believe right now, that they're doing well and they're going to continue to do well. So don't try to force yourself to be optimistic if you're not feeling optimistic. It won't feel good to force optimism. What if you start trusting yourself more? All right, but what do, right? So what if you start trusting yourself more? So let's say things are going well right now. They haven't for a few years, but now your child is sleeping and they're in a good place. They're calm, they can kind of learn. Things are going in the forward direction. Optimism, too far to leap. It's just too much to think, oh yeah, everything's going well. So how about this thought? I can handle anything that comes up. Does that feel true? Yes. Look at all the stuff you've done. You've handled whatever came up to this point, right? You're in a better place right now, right? Yes, it's not the final destination, but you and your child are in a better place right now. And you got to this better place because of your hard work. You figured things out. Let that nervousness go. Don't wait for the other shoe to drop. Don't go looking for more problems. You will find them if you keep looking for them. I know it's tempting. I know. You've gotten very good at handling problems, yes, but you don't want a life of handling problems. So let's start to look for ease. Let's start to soften those thoughts. So when you start to get nervous, just have this thought: I can handle anything that comes up. And you might be wondering, hey, did you go through this nervousness period? Definitely. Oh my goodness. I remember when things started to go well and I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to get used to this and have it go back to the way it was. So I know exactly what you're feeling because I was through it too. And it's natural. It's totally normal when you're in that crisis mode and you're just like knocking out problems, figuring things out, right? And then for life to start to calm down and it's just like, oh, this is different. Oh, okay. And it sometimes just takes a moment to accept and to acknowledge, wow, I got us here. I did the research. I went to the doctors. I hired the experts. I read the books. I did all of that work is what got you to here. So it takes a shift in your thoughts, which relieves that nervousness. And it might be way too hard to think, okay, life is just gonna continue to get better and better, right? I know I couldn't, right? So I had to find kind of neutral ground, neutral thought, something that wasn't negative, right? Because I wasn't in a negative space, but it wasn't super positive because I wasn't exactly where I wanted me and my daughter to be. So it was like, all right, let me just get used to this neutral ground. Yeah, I can handle anything that comes up. I can, right? And that puts me in the present. I'm not in the past, and I'm not in the future. I'm in the present, enjoying my daughter, enjoying the life that I've created. So when you start to get nervous, when things are getting good, just remember the thought, I can handle anything that comes up. If you found this video to be helpful, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel to get the cutting edge scientific information about autism so that you can make the best decision for your child based on quality information.